Well, hello everybody, my name is Lindsay and today I am going to clean all of my rugs. I'm so excited, they need a good cleaning. I am so excited to actually finally get into this. It is a long time coming. My rugs are disgusting. This one has been not cleaned for over a year. Not over a year, but like almost a year. So, yeah.
I was trying to do the math of when I got this rug, and if you can see, like, oh my gosh, it is like so dull. The color is just so boring. In the first clip, the rug had actually been washed. Also, I wouldn't recommend playing a drinking game where you take a shot every time I say the word rug. Just would not recommend that. But yeah, so I think we got this rug in June, and I cleaned it in April. So yeah, June of 2023. So it's been a while, and we have two dogs, so it was pretty gross. So I just started rolling it up, and my toddler decided to help me. So there's that, and just rolling it up real good. But it's hard when you have a 4-year-old helping you do such things. So that's yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then my dogs wanted to help me too. But here in my dining room, I have this other smaller rug. I think it's like a 5x7, but the corners were popping up, so I had to tape it down a little bit. It helped it, but I think washing it helped it even more because it has not had that problem since. It was a little warped after washing both of the rugs, the rug in my living room and the rug in my dining room. It was a little bit warped, both of them were. And I think it's just like the type of material that they're made of. They're kind of like a plasticky synthetic thing, They're the cheap ones that you can get at Ross and whatnot, but it was nice when they were cleaned. But this rug that I'm cleaning right now is the rug that's in my laundry room. And with this rug, I definitely saturated it with the water and the cleaning solution. Um, it was not good. We have a sump pump that's in our laundry room, storage room area, and I even brought out the shop vac because it was still wet. Like this was wet from when the sump pump leaked into the laundry room area. So I grabbed the shop vac to kind of suck up a little bit extra water because I didn't feel like my vacuum was doing a good enough job. It probably did a pretty good job actually, but I wanted this vacuum to do more of the cleaning and less of like the sucking it up. And you can see all the tree shadows and everything, but my goodness, this rug was so nasty. And it's been in my laundry room for a long time. I don't even want to know. I think it's been in there since we moved in, maybe. I don't know, a couple months after we moved in. And yeah, so it's never been cleaned, not that I recall. And like I vacuum it, but I haven't never like deep cleaned it in the few years that we've had it in the laundry room. So it definitely was overdue. We've lived in this house for 4 years now. So who knows how long it's been. But it was nice to take these rugs outside and wash them outside so that they had a place to dry. And I did get a little sunburn on my neck from doing this, but it was still nice. It was nice. Devin was watching Dan, and he ended up actually taking both the boys to the park later on and letting me just kind of do what I wanted to do. I was able to go get dinner by myself. I was like, this is the life, man. And yeah, so it was really nice to be able to do that with just myself, like be able to just be by myself. Ew, that water was nasty. And I just kept dumping it in the grass. I don't know. I felt like it was fine. Probably not the best solution, but it's fine. I didn't want to have to run inside to go dump it in the toilet or anything. I could have dumped it in the gutter too, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The grass, it's fine. It can deal with dirty water. But yeah, so it was nice. In the solution in the water tank, I just would do water and then a splash of vinegar for just getting smells out, basically. Just to kind of have just a nice little coating of vinegar in there. And then in my solution tank, the cleaning solution, I used some palm olive just because I really like the scent of palm olive, like the green kind. And then I also flipped over the rug to wash the behind of the rug because it was also nasty. But I did the palm olive, and probably I think I also threw a little bit of vinegar in there as well, and just water, so it made it smell really good while I was doing this. I don't know what it is. I've always loved the scent of the green palm olive. That, like, I just get a little thing of it from like the Dollar Tree, and I had forgotten how much I liked the scent of it until I started doing this, and I was like, yeah, I could smell that all day long. It smells so good. Anyway, so this rug probably took the longest out of all of them just because of how absolutely disgusting it was, and I went over it, I don't even know, however times you see me go over it, maybe even more than that, because I think I stopped filming at one point. And then here is my rug from my dining room, and I just kind of I brought out my vacuum so that I could vacuum the rugs before I cleaned them. But I don't think I did that with the laundry room one because it was already so wet. I was just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna use the carpet cleaner on this one because it was so dang wet. And yeah, I did vacuum the undersides of some of them. I don't think I did it with everyone. I don't think I did it with the living room rug, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But honestly, the rugs look so much better. They feel so much better. It's just like night and day. It's crazy. But yeah, Devin was, at this point, I think Devin was taking Dan outside, and they were doing some fertilizing in the backyard. And I just made sure that Devin was being very careful because fertilizer is not good for kids, but he was having Dan help him with that. And then I end up washing their shoes after I made them take off their shoes, go wash their feet and hands. And then, like when they came in, and I think I made Dan change his clothes too. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It was good. And then we just didn't let anyone go in the backyard for like a week after that, which was probably good. We didn't even let the dogs go back there. Roxy acted so picked on because she loves going in the backyard. But, she doesn't get to do everything she wants to do. Most of the time she does, but not all the time. So, and then after he did the fertilizing and they got all cleaned up, I helped them get packed up, and they went to the park, and he took Roxy too, so it was just me and Minion hanging out at the house by ourselves, which was really nice. But check out this water dump. Ooh, gross. So much cleaner. I mean, this one didn't look too bad. Really wasn't too bad, but it was dirty. So I'm glad I cleaned it, but this one was really gross. So yay, looks so much better. Going back in the laundry room once we get it a little cleaned out. It's kind of dirty in there, but yay. Woohoo! The laundry room rug took a while to dry out, and it was sitting in my hallway, like where we have our piano room. It's right outside of the laundry room. It was sitting there for quite a while. Oh, here I am cleaning the kids' playroom rug. It's honestly not the easiest to clean with a carpet cleaner because it doesn't like stick to anything. It might have been better if it had been on carpet. Maybe I should have cleaned the back of it and put it on the other piece of carpet there. But yeah, that was not my favorite thing to clean. I will say it wasn't able to grip onto anything because it was on the tarp. And yeah, it was really fine. It was fine. It was okay. And then I threw it on the retaining wall to dry out. And yeah, I should have like swept up all of that gunk that was on the ground there. I didn't do it before I started cleaning all these rugs, and it was fine. It's fine. This rug, however, I feel like made quite a bit of a transformation, and here I am sweeping up a little bit. I was like, well, there's a broom out in the garage I can just use really quick, and so I just kind of quickly swept up anything that was already there. And yeah, and then I don't think I ever vacuumed or cleaned the back of that rug. Let's see if I do. I don't recall doing it. but it's possible. Nope, I don't think I did. I think I just did the top of it, and that's fine too. But I went over this rug. I think I tried to go over each spot twice because I don't know. I just feel like rugs like this get so nasty. And so here I am just doing each spot twice, each line twice, I should say. So you can see a little bit better of a view in this one. Yes, moving the camera does take extra time into doing these things. I will say, I don't know if I love doing it on top of a tarp, but you can see like the change in the carpet just from doing 2 swipes over it. It's crazy to see the change in it. Like there's so much dirt and grime in that carpet. So it felt really good just to get it cleaned. I don't know. There's no perfection when it comes to cleaning a rug. I had to switch out the water like 8 times, it felt like, when I was doing this rug because it's really big. It's like an 8 by 10. Or, yeah, I think it's an 8 by 10. It might be a 9 by 6. I don't know, something like that. And it's big, but I just felt like it was getting dirty, like not getting dirty. I felt like the water was getting filled up too much, and then I would also run out of the water tank pretty often because it was using a lot of water. I was like, this is using so much water, probably because I was going over each line twice, so like I had to fill it up twice as often, but it's also like, why not go over it 2 times? I don't know. Anyway, I sped this up like 8 times, so this is me going 8 times as fast as I was, and it still seems like I'm going like molasses slow. It's really funny. But I loved this day. I'm not gonna lie. It was really nice just to be able to do some things that I'd been meaning to do, even though it was like cleaning my rugs. It was just nice to be able to get things done without 2 kids climbing on top of me. And yeah, I was tired. I was tired after this. And I had realized that the water had run out while I was doing those last 2 lines. I'm like, why is this not cleaning? Like it's not doing anything. And it was because there was no water. So that would kind of change. It would kind of make it not work. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but it was so much nicer and it smelled so good after I cleaned it. And I went over this way. I think I just went over this way one time just to kind of, I don't know. I don't even know. I just went over it a couple times and it felt really good to get it cleaned. It'd been a year, guys. It'd been like 10 months since I bought this rug, and yeah, who knows how long it'd been since I washed all the other rugs, like the dining room rug. I don't know when I last carpet cleaned that one, maybe when we lived in the townhouse, so 4 years ago as well. I don't know. Or maybe when we had carpet underneath it, because we used to use that in our living room. I was just like, I don't know when I cleaned this last. It's fine. I vacuum it all the time, okay? It's not like I don't vacuum it. I just haven't cleaned it really good. I'm like, it sits under our table. We don't like sit on it all the time. The dogs do, but I don't like put my face up to it. So I didn't feel too bad. And then I went down to Dan's room to kind of clean up the mess that he'd made after I took the rug out of his room. All the Legos he spilled on the floor. And so that I could put the rug back because that one was dry. It was fine. That one took like 2 seconds to dry. After putting it on the retaining wall, I'm like, well, this is dry. And then I just laid it out. And honestly, it has like this plastic backing, so it was fine. Even if I did just lay it there to dry, would have been fine then too. This is one of the next projects. Going through this cabinet or closet and actually making a closet for my 4-year-old. So yay, that's the only thing that belongs in this room. That'll be a fun experience for me. Those 2, I'm pretty sure, are just, those 3 bins are just like sentimental paper clutter stuff. And there's like yearbooks and manuals. And I'm gonna have to talk my husband into maybe getting rid of some of the manuals, and then I need to go through that, which is also probably paper clutter and whatnot. And then extra linens are in here as well. My China box, stuff from China. And anyway, another thing of paper clutter down there. A chair thing that I probably either need to fix or get rid of. I'm exhausted though, so yeah. Let's put the other rugs back once they're dry. Yay! So I headed outside to clean my cleaner, my carpet cleaner, my shampooer, as you might call it. and I cleaned it really quick while the carpets were drying. They weren't completely dry yet, so I was like, well, I'll clean this really quick, and the boys' shoes that were on the fertilizer. And Devin still needs to fertilize the front yard too, but I don't know. I don't know when they'll get around to that. I also, when I was doing these shoes, I realized that Dan had stepped in some dog poop, so I definitely went and grabbed something to clear that off before spraying it down. But oh my gosh, that kid, he's so good at stepping in dog poop. There was this one day that he stepped in dog poop and then came inside. He was outside with his dad, came inside, and I changed his shoes. I was like, okay, you can go back outside. I mopped my whole floor because he had tracked it through the main floor. And I cleaned the whole floor, and then I sent him outside with his new shoes, and then he comes back in and he'd stepped in poop again. We've cleaned up the poop since. Minion likes to leave bombs all over the backyard. Anyway, my dining room looks so much nicer. The rug is a little warped, but it ended up kind of flattening out over the next few days, so it looks better. Just laying this rug right here to dry in this room. It's mostly dry, I just don't want to put it on hard floor. And the room that it needs to go in is this one. But as you can see, it's not dry yet either, so I don't want to stick it in here until it's dry. And I also want to kind of go through here and clean that up a little bit. I probably need to move this out of the way. But that's gonna dry. Let's go check the other rug. It's just out her. Oh, there's a kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. He heard me coming, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't even know why we need to use fertilizer since my dog leaves bombs all over the backyard. So there's that. Our bigger dog, Roxy, she'll go in the same spot every time. So we know where to look for hers, but Minion will just go wherever he wants to. And I hate it. I really hate it. And yeah, so we definitely need to go back out there and clean it again because, it's probably been a couple weeks since we did a week. I don't know how long it's been. I don't even know. But sweeping up all of that stuff that was on the ground and just cleaning up the driveway a little bit and then picking up all the toys and things that ended up on the floor after we moved the carpet. Honestly, I don't think I had cleaned this before I took the carpet out. Probably not. Why would I do that? That's silly. That doesn't seem like me. And then vacuuming up the floor, making sure any grime is off the floor, or most of it. I don't know. There's always going to be grime. I have 2 dogs and 2 kids, and myself and my husband. There's always going to be grime. There's always going to be stuff, and then just mopping the floor really quick to just give it a nice little shine, because that carpet's going to go down, and who knows how long until I clean underneath it again. So there you go. And the rug was still a little wet when I laid it down, so I did end up putting it back after a while. So I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, so it's mostly dry. I'm gonna kind of let it sit and hopefully it will flatten because I'm not sure why it's so wibbly wobbly timey wimey. If you know that reference. Yeah, but it looks a lot better. The coloring is so much nicer. There are some spots that you can tell where we walked more is right here. And I think it's just discolored forever. But what's nice about this rug is it doesn't really matter because it's so many different colors and it's fine. I don't know why it's so warped, but hopefully that'll lay flat. This one over here is looking a little better, so I'm hoping that it's just needs to lay flat for a little bit and flatten out. And it's like a ripple effect. So now that the carpets were cleaned, I'm like, hey, I'm going to make sure this room looks really nice. And we've kept it pretty nice since. Obviously, we have kids and everything, so it's not going to stay nice forever. But I've been trying to keep up on it more. And, it's just life. Life happens and things get piled on flat surfaces. Maybe I need to make a shirt. Life happens and things get piled on flat surfaces. All right, before I go get some food, I really just wanted to get the stuff out of this closet. I'm not going to go through everything because I don't want to. And there's a room over there. I know this is not the best solution, but there's a room over there. There's a room across the hall that I need to go through anyway, and it's kind of where I keep
the mementos and sentimental stuff. So I'm just gonna move it into there. I have a pile of blankets and linens that I need to go through. I'm not ready to deal with this stuff today, but I need this space cleared. So I'm just going to clear it so that I have room for Dan's toys, because that's what's important, to be in Dan's room, to have room for his toys and clothes and things. His couch in his room is covered in clothes and toys. This is ridiculously messy. I want to get a double one that's like side by side. Either get like 2 of these little ones or get like a big calyx unit, you know, like the 4x2 calyx unit. Anyway, let's go through this really quick. The lighting is just, it's gonna be bad. I'm in the basement and there's just no good lighting down here. But yeah, I'm just gonna pull everything out and put it in the other room. Anything that doesn't belong in here, which is like everything. So let's do it really quick. I'm gonna start at the top so I don't have an avalanche while I'm trying to get the bottom stuff. And just go a couple things at a time. This box I would like to get stuff out and put in my curio cabinet that you guys saw while I was finishing my dining room. I'm guessing there's nothing left in here, and if there is, it's probably nothing I want. So I'm just gonna toss it. I don't know what any of this stuff is right now. Okay. Oh, these are all the ones that I meant to give my mom. I need to give these to my mom. I don't know why I've had them sitting here. These are hers. I probably had these for a very long time. Okay, great. There's just so much stuff in here. Oh, no. Okay, I'm actually gonna pull this out of the closet for now. I don't know what I'm doing with any of this space yet. It's mostly gonna be for clothes. This is a closet. It should be for clothes. Let's get this crap out of here. Okay, this is just like stuffed animals. Like this one I gave Devin when we were dating for Valentine's Day. And what do you do with this? Do you just give it away? Do you keep it forever? Do you take a picture of it and then send it to somebody? Do you give it to your kids? I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know if Devin wants it because it's hard to know. It is all paper from high school. I don't know how to deal with this stuff. We're gonna put it in the room. I'm going to need to be more ruthless in this closet at some point. Like, do I need this? Probably not, but do I want to deal with it right now? Oh yeah, I got a new pool for the kids. I will leave that in here for the summer. Yearbooks and manuals and things that I don't even know. What do you do with this stuff? This is broken, but Devin's fixed it. This is a back massager, and Devin has fixed it once before. More paper clutter. This closet gives me anxiety, but once it's cleared out, it won't give me anxiety. The other room just will. So, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, put it this way. Just this one bin, right? And I believe most of this is Devin's stuff that I will not know what to do with. I don't think I can lift this one. It's too heavy. Somebody's ACT score. Because in Utah we're weird and we take the ACT instead of the SAT. The closet is clear except for up there. There is one little pool. I am gonna stick on the floor for now because it's in the way. And then I think I'm gonna put the Legos on the shelf But yeah, the train set's down there. I'm gonna put these Legos up here on the shelf. And this thing of Legos there. And then his little cars. It'll kind of be a toy closet until I get more storage for actual toys. But now that closet is not crazy. So at least there's that. And sometimes you just have to do what you just have to do. And I needed to do that so that I can start getting this room under control. This room has been a bit of a nuisance to me. He has a little couch. It's the old one from our living room. I put it in here so that when I bring the baby down to play, he can play in here, like the little boy Dan can play while I hold the baby, but he's getting bigger, so it's really not as necessary to hold him. So I don't know. What I probably need to do is some decluttering of toys and clothes and linens and all those things. But right now is not the day for that because I don't want to. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm starving, but it has been awesome. I'm gonna show the clip of me finishing the living room. Hopefully the carpet looks a little bit better when I get back, but
I think I was going to say, but it did not. So I tried to like put the living room back together after I got back and ate dinner. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try and put this back together. Hopefully it will just flatten out on its own. And I left it there for about a day, maybe a little less. And then I was like, guys, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I was just like, I don't think it's going to flatten out anytime soon, not on its own at least. And so I ended up looking up ways to flatten out a carpet. Like you can see me tugging at it, trying to step all over it to like flatten it out. It just didn't look good. There was so many like warped wobbles and like you can see on the side there, it just didn't look good. It was driving me bonkers. And so I ended up looking up ways, and if you roll it up and tape it, then it will kind of go back to its original shape, because that's the way, like I was like thinking, like that's the way it comes in the store. And you can see I only had to pick up a couple things off of that table this time. It's been a couple days since I cleaned it the last time, and obviously there's stuff still, but it's not as bad. I mean, there is a pack and play that we pulled out while we were cleaning and doing things for the baby, but I did end up throwing a lot of stuff in there, not gonna lie. But it's fine. It's just, you just gotta keep going. And there's Roxy being crazy, and my husband was helping me put it back. It felt really nice to just kind of get it all back together the way it was meant to be. The way it was meant to be. It felt really good. And I was trying to line up the center of the rug with the TV stand thing. We call it the TV stand even though there's no TV sitting on it, but it's fine. Anyway, the entertainment center. But I realized it needed a little bit more space towards the front, or towards the camera, I guess. And so it doesn't tuck under that brown couch as much as it does jut out on this side. And by the way, that ottoman is really heavy with all those dang toys in it, but it looks so much better, doesn't it? I feel like it looks so much better and it feels better. My couches are cleaned from my last video, and now my rugs, so it felt really good to get that done. What are you doing, Maiden? Oh, you want to be my chair model? Okay. Wow. With the magnet blocks and the completely full pack and play, that sounds about right. But one spot looks decent, and that's all that matters. Yay! Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I was able to clean all of my rugs. That was so much work. I'm exhausted. Still have work to do. Never ends. Honestly, I'm grateful for everything that you guys do for me. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe down below so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video, which I am trying to do more often. There's like a thing on my hat. I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Whew.